25 minutes to the top of the hour here on the 685 show PM in Samoa, 5:31 PI, bringing Pacific people together. Very stoked to have our first guest on the show this afternoon. A very special talanoanga. Ia se tasi o tamali o tātou tunuu. Ia se tasi o whaipisinisi. Ia o loo ngalue I tēnā vaenga. There's quite a few industries that our guest is taking part in or is working currently in. And so we're very honored to have him on the show this afternoon to have a chat about some of his business work that he's doing in the community, not only here in New Zealand, but in Samoa and across the Pacific. Leo whaatasi mai le whionga I le ngawhatasi, le whionga I a Fuimaono Naoia Jack Sio. Ia stasi o tamali I whaipisinisi. Ia, e whala wilo fo nisi vaenga o nanga o ngalue ai, ia le whionga ngawhatasi o le digital DNA, Jack Shipping, ia ma le Ready Homes Pacific. I le avatele la ma le whalo alo te tau ai, o te whawhilo I atu, ia mwhatalo whatu le whionga ngawhatasi le nei vaenga o le fiafi.
Whaftai li sa, o lea foi. Whaftai mo neiva no, talo whatua I pa I malu le Samoa lo maua mania I porkalame. Ia, whaftai lava le sa mo neiva no o te manatu e se le tā ua neiva no wapene.
Mali e.
A mese mo mātou haipingisi la haiki. E mo walewa no e whalau loa atua I tō tele fo I o followers po tangata fo I le atu no o lo fia e whalong longo I lo porkalame le sa. Yeah. So I'm very grateful for this this opportunity.
Malofa aftai. Well, we're very grateful to have you on the show. I know you're a very busy man, but we appreciate the whawanoina lo taimi. Ia tātou te mafuta I longa le tātou porkalame I le nei vaenga o le fiafi o le aoli. Before we get into the business side of things, from molelo whionga Fuimaono. Tu atu lewa noa, ia whailo fōi ia lo tamalianga, ia o ai Fuimaono. Where does Fuimaono come from? What are your backgrounds, your villages, and who you're representing? All of that good stuff. Before we get into the nitty gritty of our talanoa this afternoon, maleanganga whaloalo, Fuimaono.
Ia, whaftai o lea foi. O ship to Maya, so mai whalatai o whangamalo I Mwaipuna I Apia. Ia o ship tina e sao mai I Sarangi. Lili. So yeah, we came to New Zealand in 1984, Lisa, with my family. Migrated to New Zealand, and yeah, so I'm educated in South Auckland. I went to Ngātapua College.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we're based pretty much brought up in Southside and Angry, and currently living in Manukau and with my family and that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And you know, obviously doing the whole business thing. You know, again, this is a really cool opportunity to showcase and just let people know what we're doing, and hopefully, you know, we all be able to help them out as well.
Yeah. Malofafte, you're the founder of not just one business, or you're part of not just one business, but 3 businesses, as we alluded into our introduction earlier. Digital DNA, Jack Shipping, and Ready Homes Pacific. What was it that inspired you to start, you know, each of these, or, you know, to grow each of these businesses, and how do they connect to your, I guess, the bigger picture for you in terms of your work and business?
So I've been, you know, I've been working in the advertising industry. That's where I started, insurance industry. And you go through these jobs, working for these companies. And, you know, there was a moment there I thought, man, I'm making money for all these big corporates, you know?
Yeah.
And I always thought, man, it'd be cool to do something for myself.
Yeah.
So, we carried on working, and then, we got opportunities to get into business. And, me and my wife, we put our careers on hold, and we just thought, you know what, let's just go for it.
Mm.
And so we started Jack Shipping about 3 years ago.
Mm.
Um, yeah, going on 4 years. Ia o le nei auaunaga ia what is it? We ship everything to Samoa, to the
Mm.
Cook Islands, Tonga. Um, what is it? Yeah, so we started Jack Shipping, and then went through that.
Mm.
And then, but for me, I've always had my passion's always been tech.
Mm.
And so I've always wanted to open up a tech company, but
Yeah.
I just didn't have the right team to open it up. So yeah, so basically, I connected with one of my other Indian brothers,
Mm.
Ganeet, and yeah, so he brings the tech, and I bring the connection and the
Beautiful.
relationships and sales.
Yeah.
So we thought, hey, perfect marriage. So we started Digital DNA
Mm.
around. We're in 11 months now.
Wow.
We've had some really good progress. We've built websites for Miss Samoa New Zealand.
Mm.
We're looking after the Pacific Language Centre website. We just did a website for the first website for the Samoa Methodist Church.
Mm.
Just to name a few. With we're about to we've got a program for tech through the Cause Collective, Lisa,
Mm.
and
Oh, lovely.
thank God we're a part of that.
Yeah.
So that's going to run next month. So yeah, that's how sort of Digital DNA
Awesome.
was born. What is it? And but the Ready Homes business, I've been back and forward to Samoa and back, and something sort of pulling me to do something in Samoa each time.
Mm.
There's so much opportunity over there, Lisa.
Yeah.
There's so much opportunity there. And yeah, so come back, and yeah, the Ready Homes was born.
Mm.
We for about 18 months we've been building Ready Homes. Going through the process of finding the right supplier.
Mm.
And then, it's been hard for me being in New Zealand with Ready Homes, because I had to find someone in Samoa
Of course.
on
Yeah.
the ground,
Mm.
and then because I've never done business in Samoa, I've had to sort of navigate my way around
Yeah.
that space.
Yeah.
And what is it? I found a amazing family and partner in Samoa that we've connected with.
Mm.
Yeah, so with the Ready Homes, it's a real game changer, Lisa?
Yeah.
Because there's a there's demand there for better housing, more affordable housing,
Mm.
and yeah, so basically, we've got our showroom in Marufo in Apia.
Awesome.
We've got a team on the ground, and one of the things that we did when we went to Samoa was important for us to find some really good partnerships and build some relationships. You know how it is. It's really who you know over there,
Yeah.
and yeah. So we've just last week.
Mm.
It's been about 3-4 months. We've been applying to get insurance on our houses
Mm.
in Samoa, Lisa. So Samoa Shorty Insurance have given us the green light just last week, so they can insure our houses for our clients.
Mm.
That's a massive win for us.
Yeah.
Digicel Pacific, they've agreed to come on as our supplier. If you buy a house with us, we connect Wi-Fi, Starlink, all of that sort of jazz.
Awesome.
We've also got a builder on the ground who is qualified out of Australia and New Zealand. What is it? And they will handle all of the build, the installation, the permika, the permits, connect the water, the whole thing. So this is the work that we've been doing in the last 12 months, Lisa, is really, for me not knowing what to do in Samoa, all I knew was I had to set the foundation, a solid foundation with good people around me and good companies. And I think, thank God we've achieved that now. We can pretty much say now that we've got a turnkey solution for our people. Diaspora, New Zealand, New Zealand, Australia, America, who's looking to go back to Samoa to build on their land. Our parents who are wanting to go back to retire. We've got a solution for that for our people now. So what is it? That's pretty much it in a nutshell with
Awesome.
the three brands, Lisa.
Malofa, thank you for that. It's really inspiring just to see the progression from one industry to the other to the next, but all having this unified link. And it's for us, for our people back home, for our people here in New Zealand. And thank you for sharing that. You mentioned very briefly just the whole thing around navigating, Samoa, doing business in Samoa, and trying to figure out Fuilia, tūlanga, whangatai, e ono o iai, as you're working through the business. As a business owner, what's been the most valuable lesson you've learned so far in this entrepreneurial journey and all these spaces that you're navigating? What's been the most valuable lesson for you?
If we just talk about Samoa, going to Samoa to start business.
Yeah.
Some of the things that I know now, and then going into Samoa is, you need a good lawyer, you need a good accountant first of all.
Yeah.
But it all, you've got to respect the processes over there as well, Lisa.
Yeah.
You hear a lot of people go to Samoa and they're always complaining about, this and that.
Yeah.
What I've done is I embrace all of that. All of the delays and the slowness and all of that. I've embraced it. So you've got to be really patient. Onsai and kakalo. That's it. That's the formula. And then connect with the right people. I don't politicize any of the work that I do. So politics, I steer away from that.
Yeah.
When I'm connecting with people in Samoa, that's really important as well. And just having respect.
Yeah.
Don't, I put a post on Facebook, or fear poko, going there thinking that, hey, I've done this in New Zealand.
Yeah.
This same thing can apply in Samoa. The short answer to that is no.
Yeah.
No. It's Samoa, and the processes that you have to go through there. So it's been a massive learning curve doing this in Samoa. But I'll tell you one thing, Lisa. Without God, I don't think I would have given up.
Yeah.
Because there's been a few hurdles that have been put in front of us, in front of me and our team, and we easily could have given up and said, oh, you know what, stuff this,
Yeah.
But through God's grace, we've been able to just keep moving forward. So these little wins that I mentioned, being able to get insurance there with Digicel and all of this sort of stuff. All these little wins setting us up for success in the future.
That's beautiful, and I think it's very honourable reflection for you to share. Just the understanding that when we go back home, certain things that happen here, they happen here because that's the way it happens here. Back home, we have to be a bit more patient, embrace the process a little bit more, and I love the fact that it all goes back to our faith and your faith, and wha moe moe le atua e whaawhingofie, e whaasauina mea uma whaingatā e le tātou wholaunga. So thank you for that also. Look, for anyone who may be listening in this afternoon who will want to learn more or collaborate or touch base to make use of your services, whether it's digital DNA, Jack Shipping, or ready-made homes Pacific, how and where can we get in touch with you, or how and where can our community get in touch with you?
For Jack Shipping, we have a website, jackshippingcontainers.co.nz. All of our contact information is there. Now, I must mention that with Jack Shipping, we've got agents across the country. So we've got Tats Freight based in Hawke's Bay, and so the Faapitoa Ivonga Tulio Pupo, she runs the Tats Freight. So having these agents across Wellington, Hawke's Bay, and also Hamilton is made it easy for our people. Normally, a lot of them have to travel up to Auckland, but now they don't have to do that. Everything is local. So as I said, Tats Freight, Ivonga Tulio Pupu in Hawke's Bay. We've got Fautasi Freight, Le Whionga Le Faufili Tonu Ala Moana is looking after Hamilton. And then we've got Cooler Freight in Wellington. The Whionga Faftai Tuvalu. He runs the show down there. So how it works is if I umafa mamoli lalo, ona mamoli mai leingi o kilangi a mātou, I ngei Aotearoa, and then we pack our containers and ship it to Samoa.
Wow.
Okay, so that's the service that we provide for Jack Shipping, and like I said, the website, my uma information I lungo for Facebook and whaionga, to connect with us. With regards to digital DNA, we're helping. I mean, there's so many small business owners from the Pacific out there. They're finding it very hard to afford websites, and we've basically turned the industry upside down with our subscription model.
Yeah.
So we're able to. So normally you'd go to a website marketing place and they charge you a design fee, development fee, which is a couple of grand.
Yeah.
Then you got to pay your monthly. For us, you don't have to pay any design fee, development fee. All you pay is your subscription, which is $60 a month for a 5-page website. So we can help. We're really helping lots of small businesses from Pacifica right now. So if you're an entrepreneur, you're someone that's looking at starting a business, or you're already an established business, reach out to us. What is it? So that's basically for digital DNA. We've got a website as well. You can reach us on. And then finally, Ready Homes. We have our showroom, I Maruafo, next door to the Vodafone building. You're able to go there and have a look, and meet our partner there as well, Murianga Robert Ash and his family. They'll be able to look after them in Samoa. For those in New Zealand looking to build in Samoa and they're interested in Ready Homes, you can contact me as well. We've also got a third website for Ready Homes, readyhomespacific.com. You can reach us through the website.
Malofaftai, lo whionga ngā whatasi. Thank you for outlining a lot of that. For those who who are listening in and who are tuning in via Facebook, all the information is on the description of this live video. So you can head on over and check out the website for Digital DNA or the website Mole Jack Shipping, as well as Ready Homes Pacific, as well as the Facebook pages. You can get in touch. We'll also put the contact details, le emaili ma numero le fionga ngaftasi ia pe a whai e te fia whafsota ia leua mai tau atu I le saunoanga le fionga ngaftasi. Mo le whamomoli Jack Shipping is right across, not only here in Aukilani, Wellington, Hawke's Bay, ia maisi vaenga e mawhai o na maua le au ili iling o le whamatalanga me le fionga ia Fuimaono ia pe afsota iai. Before we wrap up, Fui, I just want to say thank you again for making the time, and it's great to hear your story as well as the passion that you have and to serving our communities not only here in New Zealand but back home in Samoa and across the Pacific. Before we wrap up, tua tule wanoa I lau fionga, if you have any alofaangas you want to make or any last words before we sign off for this afternoon, malengang whaalwalo.
Yeah, whaftai le sa, yeah, o lea fo'i. This is a really good opportunity because o avangova pe ngi, yeah, it's really hard to get. And so this is a really good chance because I usually say thank you on Facebook and that, but I don't think I'm reaching everybody. So this is a thank you, a big thank you to all of our customers. And me se lava sunga I whawhengainga malatu whalatua, o nei mātua, nei tamama tititina mātutua. All of our, families, businesses that have used Jack Shipping the last 3 years, whether you spent $1, we're really grateful. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for your support and that. So, e moli atua lea nganga whaftai I le paia man mamalu o le atunuu o I la tōlo fia whao ngāle service a le Jack Shipping. Ia, e whapena fo I nei kampangi malu fo le atunuu o lewa mātou ta pena ina la to websites. Now, we're really grateful. We're competing against a lot of big companies. And so that's why we really appreciate the business that we have been getting. Shout out to LM4 Group. They've helped us, PBT, they've helped us as well, Course Collective, and so forth. So, we're just really grateful, Lisa. And then, finally, Ready Home Samoa. This is a really amazing opportunity to look at another way of living, a new way, an affordable way. Construction time is a lot faster. The cost of materials to build a house in Samoa is very expensive, and we've got the solution. We've got builders on the ground. We've got companies that are supporting us to provide a turnkey solution for Samoa. So anyone in Australia, America, New Zealand that's looking for a trustworthy company with a turnkey solution in Samoa, reach out to me. I'm always on my phone, so just give me a call. But to you, Lisa, I've always been a big fan of your work and your voice, obviously. So I thank you for reaching out and to the PMN company. We really appreciate this opportunity. Whaftai lava.
Whaftai, yeah. Moli atulenga whaftai. Thank you, Fuimaono, again for the kind words as well as your time this afternoon. Samoa mo I la tōlo manao mia se fsoswani I le tāpena ino ni whaamomoli Samoa. Whai o loo fia fausia se upenga te whailangi a po se website. Lo e kalesia ia po se company whala putuputonga foi o lo e ngalue ai. Whai foi o loo fia fausia se Singaruenga i Samoa, custom built, ready homes in Samoa or anywhere in the Pacific. So tai le whionga ngafutasi, whionga Fuimaono Jack Sio, o lua fitu, valu lima, lua lima fitu. O lua fitu, valu lima, lua lima fitu. Check them out on Facebook. If you look at the description of this interview on our PMN Samoa page, you'll find all the information, the websites for digital DNA, Jack Shipping, as well as Ready Homes Pacific. Thank you very much, Fuimaono. Wishing you all the best in all your endeavours, as well as, this weekend as we head into a long weekend. Yeah, mause malo longa lo whionga, maise le paia le ainga li'i, and I'm pretty sure we'll connect again sometime soon. But mo le te minei, soifua me manuia.